Hello and welcome everyone back to another episode of Ezoic Explains. I'm Tyler Bishop and today we're talking about Quora. Quora is a social community that you can use to drive traffic to your website if you leverage it properly. Quora is a very large online community that a lot of people still haven't heard of, and it's a bit surprising given that it drives more referral traffic to websites in the United States than platforms like Twitter. So today I'm going to share with you a little bit about how to use Quora to drive traffic to your digital publishing business, i.e. your website. So you can see here I am inside of Quora and I have a profile already set up where I am participating, and you can see there's all these different feeds and topics that I subscribe to. There's all kinds of different ones, search engine optimization, WordPress. These are just the ones I found. They go all over the spectrum of topics. So no matter what your website or topic might be that your site focuses on, there are probably questions on Quora that are relational to your site. So in this case, I'm going to type in kombucha, and you can see there's actually a topic for it, meaning that there are already a number of people that subscribe to this or are asking questions about this particular topic. So you can see here there's a feed of people generally asking questions about kombucha in general, which if you're not familiar with what it is, it's a probiotic based supplement in some cases, but largely people drink it because they enjoy it. It's a tea that includes live culture, and that's why people drink it for the probiotics. And in this case, someone is actually asking the question, do probiotics actually work? So perhaps I have a site that can answer this question, and I go in here, I can see maybe some of the answers here are short and not that good. Either way, I might think that I can provide a better answer, so I just click on answer here. And while you may be thinking, why don't more people just spam all the answers with links to their website? Well, number one, that's against policy. And so if all I do is take my link from my website and drop it in here, it's number one going to get taken down. My profile will probably get banned. But number two, no one is going to just look at the answer and say, well, it's just a link to a website. Generally, what you want to be able to do to fall within policy guidelines and be able to rank at the top of answers is to provide both an answer and a link to your site so that the link to your site supplements the answer. And that both falls within policy guidelines and can help you get traffic to your site. And when done properly, you can increase the traffic to your website by thousands of visitors, in some cases per day, per week. It just really depends on your topic niche. So in this case, I want to start by answering the question initially in my headline. So do probiotics actually work? I might answer yes, but there is a caveat, ... Now I can highlight this, and now I can start to fill in my answer, and I can start to write the nuance. So someone that may already be looking for this answer that is thinking, I know that probiotics work, I'm looking for someone to confirm this, here's that answer, and then I can use some nuance here. And where I'm going to get that is I actually have an article here on a type of kombucha, and I can click on my article, and now I can actually go in here and I can actually take some of the content and paste it into my article. So I'm giving away my article for free here. And don't worry about duplicate content or anything else like that. In this case, Google is just going to look at it as scraped from your site. Your site's going to get the credit. It's not going to be indexed. This is not a unique URL. So what's going to happen now is after I provided an answer, and I may go into depth, I may provide multiple headlines throughout. And in fact, that's probably the best way to go. See, I add a second headline here and then more answer. But at the end, I want to make sure that I say you can find more details in this article on kombucha. And then, bam, there's my link. Now, your link, your website content may actually have hyperlinks embedded in the content itself. And if that's the case, that's great to put in here as well. So you may have an article on the average amount of coffee in American drinks, or the average amount of caffeine in an American coffee in this case. And I can actually link my article on that topic here as well, myurl.com, and add that. And then that embeds links in here in the same way that you put links in your website content to begin with to drive people from page view to page view within your site. You can do the same on Quora. Now, Quora is a bit of a numbers game. I can submit this here. Now, why would someone want to listen to me before I submitted it? Well, in this case, I'm the head of marketing at Ezoic. So does that make me an authority on kombucha? Probably not. However, I can create multiple credentials. So I'm more than just the head of marketing at Ezoic. I also own this blog. I may also be a kombucha expert because I drink lots of tea. And I could add that as a credential and then submit that. Either way, I can add my credentials and you can see it'll switch here. And I might create multiple credentials for different types of questions just to increase my odds of someone wanting to listen to my answer because they think I'm an expert. So then I would submit that. To give you guys an idea of exactly what types of questions have done well, you can go in and look at your stats and you can see here 644,000 views just on different questions that I've answered on all kinds of different topics. And this is something I've built up over time. You can see which answers are the ones that are generating a lot. Here's another one on my injury health blog. Is it possible to heal a partial ACL tear without surgery? I can look at all the stats from that particular article. And if I want to go and look at my specific ones and you want some more examples, you can actually find me as a user, look through my previous answers, and you can get an idea of what types of things have done well for me. But here's a really good one. So what is the best way to build a niche website? Well, I have a blog on this, but I've taken a lot of the content and posted in here as an answer. And you can see throughout, I've got multiple links to other various articles that support this topic. And that's it. That's how you can use Quora to drive traffic to your website or digital property. If you're a YouTuber, you can use this strategy to embed your YouTube videos to increase the amount of views that you have. But either way, this is a massively underutilized platform by publishers. And many publishers answer a handful of questions and then they say, I never got the traffic I was expecting, and they bounce out. This model, you can generate tons of answers in a day or two. And if you commit to this strategy long term, you'll have a couple winners, just like creating content on your website, and you'll start to see some major traffic from Quora. Thanks for joining us on Ezoic Explains.